Welcome everyone to Celebration of Boating at MarineMax. Today we're joined by Will Rogers, the Director of Large Boat Sales, which means anything with 3 or more outboards at Boston Whaler. And he's coming to us live from Building 4A, which is a brand new facility that he's going to tell us some more about. How you doing, Will?
Good morning, guys. How are you? It's a pleasure to be on with you guys today, Colin. And
Thank you.
yes, I'm in Building 4A, which represents the latest expansion to the facility, to the campus here at Boston Whaler. This building hosts or houses the 350 Realm, the 380 Realm, and of course our brand new 405 Conquest. So if you'd give me a minute here, I'm just going to flip the camera around so that I can show you a little bit about what the building's looking like. All right. There we go. So as I look into the building, you can see here, for example, that we have the 405 Conquest going down the production line here. And as we go there, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boats in production here at the facility. So really neat process. I'm really happy to be able to show you this stuff today as we walk through one of our newest products. And then, of course, over here we have one of our most popular boats out there today, which is the 350 Realm, 380 Realm. And this production line here, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boats in production right now. Very exciting times here at Whaler with the new product coming out right on time. And of course today we'll have a chance to walk not only through the Realms and the new Conquest, but we'll go over on the other side of the wall here in just a minute. And we'll look at the 420 Outrage and the 380 Outrage. So pretty cool stuff here going on. So right now, let me walk you down to the fiberglass preparation area. And you'll bear with me. We'll go down the stairs here and come over to a different part of the facility right quick.
You're very smooth on the stairs, Will. Looks almost like an escalator.
Oh, well, I practice moonwalking quite a bit, and it really does pay off. But right now I'm in the fiberglass preparation area, and we're going to look at 2 boats this morning. We're going to look at a 405 Conquest, which you can see here. It's being prepared to go into assembly, and just a really cool process here, Colin, because from this standpoint, we can see the integral structure of the boat, the stringer system, the gunnel supports. We have the transom supports here in the back. You can see all that construction going into the boat. And I'd like to remind our viewers that approximately 80% of what you're seeing here, completely finished, you will never see as an owner. It'll be covered by a liner, a cabin liner, a head liner, or other items. And then really significantly too is just the finish of the entire product, not only the interior, but the exterior. So, but you can well underway. And then sitting next to the boat, we have a hardtop structure for the boat. So that's being evaluated right now, processed right now. And looks like this one's going to have a moonroof, which is very cool. You see the large opening there. So very interesting part of the facility. As you can see, we have a couple of the other smaller boats in here getting some refit. Kind of little older ones here, kind of really neat stuff going on. And then I'm going to take the opportunity to walk you over to a 38 Realm. We have the deck being evaluated right now, or I'm sorry, built right now, getting ready to go into assembly. And then, of course, we have, again, the hull structure of the boat. And in this case here, we can see where some assembly is starting to go. We're right now in the process of putting in the Seakeeper platform, very heavy-duty platform that you can see there. But again, same parallels as the 405 Conquest, where you can see that the structure of the boat, the stringer system, the longitudinal bulkheads, and so forth, are all going into the boat. Of course, boats, those are the hulls and the deck liners, but here we have some of the smaller parts that are being built. We have a technician currently working on one of the speaker areas of the boat, and looking really cool. Getting one of the prep stations ready to go here. As we move up, this is one of the coolest things that I've seen in here in a little while, Colin. As you know, we're now adding color to the hardtops.
Awesome.
So we have, here we have a blue hardtop. It's getting ready to go. Again, this one's got a skylight and moonroof. I would say it's going to go on a 38 realm. Over here, we have one flipped around the other way, so you can kind of see a little bit of contrast between the two tops. And then, of course, we have technicians working on the various different liners that go into the boat. You can see here a cabin liner on a 38 realm. So very interesting. And then as we walk up, we can get to the first station of the 38 realm. And of course, we have a fixture for adjusting the windshields and so forth before they go onto the boat. Here we have a deck part being prepared for marriage to the hull, which is sitting here right next to it. And you can see here a lot of neat features already going into the boat. One of the key features that I always like to show people are our trim tab, proprietary trim tab, patented trim tab system there. Triangular tabs that really do affect the quality and ride of the boat.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we have the interior of the boat that's being assembled right now as we speak. So here we now have the gyro in place. And again, the gyro, refrigeration systems, the fuel tank, the fuel cell, the cabin, everything is assembled as far as we can get before putting the deck onto the boat. So actually, phenomenal view for everybody who's interested in looking and purchasing a whaler. Moving right along, we can have boats in various different sets of completion. And up here, we have a 35 realm that's already had the engines mounted on it. Let's see, it's a 35 realm 113, lucky number 13. But it looks like it has a really nice set of the new 300 V8s on it. So this boat's moving right along completion. You can see the technicians up and working on it. And then, of course, ahead of that, we have a 38 realm. And again, the technicians working on all of that. Getting the, let's see here, we have a quad set of 400s, yep. And moving right along there. As we move through the line, guys, one of the things that we have is we have the subsystems of the boat, whether it's prep stations or countertops or things like that. They're all being built in conjunction, side by side, where they're going to be used. So a lot of that work right now going on beside the boat. Then as we move forward, we'll have here a console station where we're putting together the different parts of the helm deck. And we have a couple of completed helm decks right here. This is 380-102. There's the helm deck completed for that. And then, of course, a blank one just starting to work. So you can see air conditioning being applied. You can see different parts of the job being put in place. And it's coming along quite nicely. So as we move along here towards the end of the line, you can see we have boats in a finished state. And these boats are being prepared to be shipped. And they'll go out the door and to our very valued dealers throughout the world, including MarineMax. So in a very impressive site right now is the very end of the line. And here you can see various different boats in stages of being prepared, quality control, final quality control, final preparations for being shipped. pretty much all over the world. So really, really neat stage of the line. So with that being said, Colin, I thought I'd take another walk, kind of come back to the beginning of the 405 line. Does that work for you?
That would be awesome. I'm sure
Okay.
everybody wants to see the 405. I know I do.
Well, we have, as I said, we have 6 405s in process right now, and very impressive boat. It is one of the biggest builds that we've had here at Whaler in recent time. But I thought we'd look at that, and then maybe I could conclude the program by going over to our biggest build, which is obviously the 420 Outrage.
Awesome.
All right, so bear with me. Right now on campus, we have about 1,200 employees, and everybody in COVID protocol, as you can see today when we started the broadcast. I had my mask on, safety glasses, and so forth. So the plant is working, very diligently to keep up with production, and we just love to see everybody social distancing on their boats. So
Right?
needless to say, orders are up, and we're happy about that. So here we are on the 405, and obviously a few minutes ago I started with the 405 hull back here, right? We can see that completed boat, and now we're getting into a deck part for the 405 Conquest. One of the really neat features of the Whalers is the attention to detail. And right now, I'm going to come down here to a rod holder. And we can see that rod holder not only has plumbing so that if water goes in the rod holder, it doesn't flow into the hull, but even the pin at the end of the rod holder has a dab of silicone to try to keep that water out of the hull. So a lot of attention to detail throughout the build on this particular boat. And again, just a really good view of a deck part starting to be developed. As I come down from the deck part, we will make our way up to the next part of the build, which is the hull area. And this is where it's going to get really interesting, Colin,
Wow.
because now, yeah, there's nothing but wow to this. We have our 35-gallon diesel tank in the back, a 15 kW diesel generator. You can see the Seakeeper in place, already bolted in on its substructure. You can see all the bronze through hulls for the boat. Everything is bonded and tied together for corrosion protection. As I take a step down, you can see things like the fire suppression system right there, and just the yacht quality conduit boxes that go into the entire build. Now, one of the other things that I'll show you and actually walk on is the fuel cells. So here we have the fuel cells in place. Very impressive there, and getting the boat built out right now. So we'll come up here where we have another technician doing some of the wiring on the boat, and she's getting those 120 volt conduit into the box. Right now, I can't go down into this cabin because there's no stairway, but you can see here the development of the galley, the head compartment, and then, of course, forward of that, the berth, and then off to the starboard side, the settee. But fear not, I'll walk forward to another boat where I can actually physically get down in it, and we'll look at that right quick. All right. Very carefully stepping out of the boat. All right, as we make our way forward, we have boats in various stages of completion. Right now, on this particular boat, the deck and the hull have been married. And right now, you can see just right here, I know it's not much for our viewing audience to see, but the dive door is being finished. And it's in its little environmentally controlled room to make sure that we don't have any fiberglass dust moving through the boat. And again, the helm deck being developed. All right, we'll step on down out of this boat and move forward to one that's in a little more state of completion. Oh, phenomenal timing. Look at this, Colin.
Oh, cool.
Got one of the engines here ready to go. And very, 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 very cool stuff as the engines are all being mounted on this particular boat. Go up through the dive door now because the dive door is finished. And we can see here that this boat is quite a bit further advanced in terms of having all the tables, all the protective covers on everything. But in this case now, we're installing, yes, the 24-inch Raymarine companion monitor. It's sitting next to two 19-inch monitors on the helm deck. You can see here that that's coming right along on this boat. And then I'll take an opportunity to go down into the cabin on this one, where you can see our rosewood finish on the cabinets. The electrical component box is still not in place, but coming right along. As we move over here to the settee, you can see that that area is being developed. Okay. And then up to the cabin, main cabin. Again, plenty of storage to the port and starboard sides. And of course, our head compartment now is a little further along, a little more developed. And of course, I love to show everybody the rain shower. Let's see if I can get a picture of that. Yep. So we got the rain shower there all in place. But yeah, pretty well developed, executed boat. Sorry, there's not enough light back here, but just showing the mid-berth area. And look at that massive storage under the mid-berth.
Huge.
Huge, huge, huge. So I'm gonna make my way up out of this boat and up to one towards the beginning of the line. And all right. And just like the other products, we have sub-assembly going on right beside the boat. So here, for example, is a console. Oh, sorry about that. There we go. The console being developed, put together. Another sub-assembly part, which is our deck hatch. Notice fine details like the cushioning so the tables don't rattle and chafe. And then, of course, one of the coolest things here is our ability to suspend the hardtops in air and assemble them in a comfortable manner. So as I go up on this fixture, you can see that the skylight is being assembled and all of the electronic componentry is going into the boat. So pretty cool stuff. All right, so from here, we're gonna walk up to, let's see, right on up here to the end of the line because quite frankly, we're right at the end of the line here for this particular boat. And again, have technicians putting the finishing touches on the boat. And pretty cool stuff going on right now. So one of the things that we have here at Whaler is that we have great partners in different manufacturers. One of the systems that you can see right now is our new refrigeration system. That's from a company called Frostbox. It's a glycol refrigeration system. Very, very, we're the first ones to bring it to the industry. Right over here now, you can see the boat a little bit further along. We have a great partner in Raymarine. Hey, and we have Dennis here who is configuring all of the systems on this 405. Phenomenal partnership with Raymarine Electronics. And again, the 24-inch companion Raymarine screen. You can't hardly beat that. So as we go down in the cabin here, we can see that the systems are well advanced on this particular boat. Again, we have a technician finishing the electrical installation right now and getting that going. We have technicians in the forward area getting the head compartment going. And boys, I can tell you the air conditioning is working in here. Thank you very much for turning that on. But right now you can see the different RGB lighting we have in the blue configuration right now.
Nice.
Hey, one of the nice things here, look at those stereo amplifiers. And if that weren't enough, there's some more over here. So the boat's been coming together quite nicely. And just, again, going to the mid-berth area. Oh, my goodness, Colin. I'm going to share with you something that not a lot of people get to see, which is just a great attention to detail on the electronic boxes.
Absolutely.
And we're not done yet, but you can obviously see that it's very simple to get to all the network systems in the boat. All right, I'm going to again make my way out of this boat. And once again, Dennis, thank you for all your help. And make my way back down here, stepping on down out of the boat. And you'll bear with me one moment. I'm going to put get my safety boots back on. All right, and then I'll make our way back to the beginning of the 420 line. How about that, Colin?
That'll be terrific. Everybody loves the 420.
Oh, I tell you what, yeah. Now, as you know, we do a lot of special instructions here at Whaler on 420s. So this first one on the end of the line, I don't know if you can notice anything different about it. Look, yes, it is a black hardtop frame,
Nice.
along with a blue undertop of the hardtop. So I haven't seen that in a couple of years, but this is coming right along. And oh my goodness, what do I have here?
450 racing.
450 R's.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. So a lot of custom work on this particular boat going on right now. Very, very, very cool stuff. Moving back to the next part, station in line. We have a 35 outrage. 35 outrage is really right now, oh, this is a great time. We have a technician working on doing the fiberglass on the dive ladder, dive door. Very cool stuff. And 35 outrage is just really one of our hot models. Certainly a little rocket ship. Here you can see we have two of the 300 V8s going onto the boat.
Nice.
All being assembled, so very, very cool stuff. Here's the third one there. And again, just like our 405 and Realm lines, we have sub-assembly going on next to the boats. Here you can see a very interesting hardtop where we have the FLIR camera on a pedestal. We have the radar. And then one of the things that a lot of people ask me, Will, what's this light? What's this strobe light next to the horn? This particular outrage is being developed to be towed, so it's part of our tow package. And should a high water alarm go off, that light will start to blink and the horn will sound, which alerts the captain of the boat towing the boat that he needs to come back and have a look. So a lot of thorough engineering goes into developing of a whaler and whatever applications we're going to be in. So right now, back here, we're getting ready to lift the fuel tanks onto the boat. You can see that's all rigged up. And as we come up here and look at a 420 outrage, we can see again a lot of the attention to detail in the assembly of the boat. The gyro pedestal and structure is all in place, and the technicians are all working on the interior aspects of the cabin. So really, really, really neat opportunity for our viewers today to see some of the inner workings here at Whaler. And then finally, as I wrap up the 420 line, we see a cabin liner here, all the holes cut out.
Cool.
And you can see a technician beginning the assembly of the deck portion of the 420 Outrage. So
Great
here we
boat.
have a deck portion. Just came right out of the fiberglass assembly area. Colin, I don't know how I'm doing on time, but we're going to go ahead and wrap up over here on the 345 line.
Awesome.
And we have a 345 in production right now. See all the technicians putting that together. And as we move forward here, that was the hull area, 345 hull 104. And again, I always love to show the technicians taking extra care in assembling the small parts of the boat. Of course, all these small parts will go on gurneys like this and then be installed into the boat as we see right now.
What an amazing process.
Oh, it absolutely is. Right now we're walking up to a 380 Outrage. And as you can see here, it's well along in its production state.
Cool.
And you can see the gyro configuration there, the little box to hold all the parts together. But they're getting ready to put the deck onto this boat as we speak. So again, there's a 345 looking to the rear. And walking up to a 380 Outrage. Here you can see a deck along with its hardtop and everything being ready to be installed onto hull 104. By the way, I had a great talk with a customer, MarineMax customer for hull 104 last week. We did a video walkthrough on his particular boat. That turned out really well for the client to see all the process. Another 345 here in process. Oh my goodness, and what's this? Another 345 here in process.
Of course.
And as I alluded to, the majority of this boats being built right now are all customer retail sold, which is great. This particular 420 here with the upper station.
Nice.
Quad 400 boat, upper station boat. It's being water delivered here at the plant next week, and it's going to Costa Rica.
Nice.
So quite a bit of international work that we're doing here. So, Colin, that's kind of where I thought we would conclude the tour of the large boat building.
That's
Hopefully,
great.
in the future, we can get over to core boats and give a quick talk there. It's one of my favorite things to see. One of our commercial boats being prepared for the armed forces there.
Awesome.
And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and turn the camera back around. Maybe. There we go. Hey guys, so Will Rogers, Director of Large Boats, and Colin, I don't know if you had any questions for me this morning.
I don't know what you could have possibly not covered. So I really appreciate you taking the time and walking us through the plant. It's always interesting to see all the wonderful things you've got going at Boston Whaler, and certainly that large boat building is a marvel, and we appreciate everything you're doing for the industry and for all of our customers. Thank you, Will.
All right, it's been my pleasure, guys. With that being said, I'll go ahead and drop off the call, and I look forward again to our next visit here at Boston Whaler, where possibly I'll go through our core product boats, our Montauk, Super Sports, and smaller outrages, Dauntlesses, and Vantages. So for now, it's Captain Will from Boston Whaler saying goodbye, and if you need to check out a whaler, please go to our website at www.whaler.com. See you guys.
Thanks, Will.